Welcome to the next MASSIVLOG. Starting this one off in Fairborn, Ohio, which is near Dayton. And I just received my second shot of the Pfizer vaccine. If I'm being completely honest, part of me feels like celebrating and kind of feeling or seeing the end of all this, hopefully. And part of me doesn't feel like celebrating. Part of me feels very sad just thinking of the people that didn't make it this far. Regardless, I'm very, very happy that I received the second shot. Miss Candy, the one that gave me the shot today, was super. And she was wanting me to post a picture of me being vaccinated on Instagram, but since I don't have Instagram, I told her I'd mention her in this YouTube video, and I doubt she ever sees this, but I'm very grateful for all the frontline workers like Candy that are giving people the shots and making people safer. It's important work, and it doesn't go unnoticed. There is a lot to cover in this vlog, and it's going to be a busy next few weeks. Let's get this one started. Welcome to Chillicothe, Ohio. Last night we had an amazing escort into town. The first escort we've had in 6 months with the Eyes of Freedom. And we're here for a few days, so we're gonna have another great event. It has been 6 days since I got that second dose of the Pfizer vaccine, and I was warned that I may feel a little sick, from it. I was not prepared for how sick I actually got. For 2 days, I experienced what it was like to have COVID again. However, I did have my smell and taste this time, but it wiped me out for a couple days. I feel a lot better now. I feel great knowing that I've had both shots. Join me for the continuation of this ride. If you hear yelling in the room over there, first off, welcome to Franklin, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. I'm here with the Eyes of Freedom. And if I were to guess, that shouting that's going on in the other room is Dan Alteri, one of Lima Company's Marines. I think he was a sergeant major. We're here for the Lima Company reunion, deployment reunion. The unit itself is based out of Columbus, so I'm not quite sure why we're down here to have this. But a lot of those Marines that served with all these Marines and Navy corpsmen, a lot of them are going to be coming in here and checking this out, including Mike Straley, who you've seen in the vlogs, who I worked with this display. But we're here for a couple days, and this is the start to a rather intense few weeks, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So here we go. Of Lima Company had many activities all around the surrounding areas in this beautiful area, and they're in one of the last meetings. Some of the Marines have been coming in here and popping in and checking things out, but this isn't a typical Eyes of Freedom event. As you've seen before, you know, there's usually a lot of people and stuff like that, but this is specifically here for those Marines that are in a room on that other side, to reflect and to just take it all in. In all honesty, some of those Marines still haven't seen this, but it will be always traveling and ready for them when they're ready to allow this to kind of heal them, if they choose to do that. But this is definitely a very unique event, and our hosts that brought us here, the Independence Fund, top-notch folks. They're providing outlets for a lot of struggling veterans. And we've always referred to this as a traveling outlet in a way. I can't imagine what those Marines still deal with, losing this many of their fallen brothers. But we're here to help. And this is going to continue. Not a lot of sleep. Not a lot of sleep has been happening during this event, and I have a 6-hour drive home soon. But it was so worth it to come down here. I look forward to working with these folks again. So let's continue. At Kings Island for a video shoot, and Josh from FYE Coasters is right in front of me. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Are you ready for this?
I am. It's my first one.
All right, and Jamin, of course.
Hello.
Are you J Coaster 25, or is that something else? Last time you were on here, you had 2 channels, but now you have 1.
Yes, now I have 1, but I've gone through a bit of a rebranding. On YouTube, I am known as the Clothoid Looper.
That is right.
And then on Instagram, Twitter, I am also known as simply Clothoid Looper.
Awesome. I didn't record anything from the shoot itself because my phone was in her bag. What are you doing? And here's Lisa, longtime friend. She drove down with me. Chip, of course. How you doing, Chip?
Well, thanks.
You know, I don't think I've seen you since Copperhead Strike Media Day. And here's Kat.
Intense.
Intense. Wow, that goes back 21
Wow.
years now.
Yeah.
Kat has the highest track record of any woman in the world, and the only highest track record of everybody in this country. Where are you at?
Oh, somewhere around 2685 or so, give or take a coaster.
So we took 13 laps on Orion. That was a lot of fun, and that was Lisa's first time riding. What'd you think?
Fucking amazing. Am I not supposed to say?
No, anytime I cuss, I just reverse the bad word. So
Okay.
quick trip from Nashville, and now let's go to Florida. So yeah, again, apologize there wasn't any footage. Well, this time I am coming to you from Ocala, Florida. Mike Straley and I drove down starting yesterday for an event with the Eyes of Freedom, a very important event. We're going to be going to the World Equestrian Center, which is owned and I believe operated by R&L Carriers, who are our transportation provider. Great family-owned business. We couldn't be happier to be down here for this. I mean, we've been talking about this for like 5 years now. It's been insane. But we have another escort. It's going to take place in just a little bit, and we're going to have a fun time here in Florida. It is very, very hot. I think it's 97 degrees, which I'm not used to. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Today is our final day in Florida for this trip. We start heading back home to Ohio today. This has been one incredible trip. We know we will be back down in this area sometime this year. Lots of amazing people in this area, and this journey is going to continue. This was our place we stayed in. This was cool. This is called a home away. And you know, living room, and 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a very, very long hallway. I am currently at the John Glenn International Airport here in Columbus, back from Florida, but I'm not here to fly out. The last time I believe I was here, I was picking up the same individual, and we are about to start a coaster trip. According to my flight radar app, he's almost here. So let's go pick him up. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, shut off. GoPro, off. All right, here he is.
Yeah, I got everything into, I mean, it's only 5 days.
True.
Mountain Dew bags, so.
All right, here we go. You're being recorded right now, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Jeff Johnson. That was very easy. I pulled right up and picked you up. They have moved the cell phone lots, so that was a bit confusing. But welcome to Columbus, where it's nice and raining and gray.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah. What is it, like a 5-hour flight?
3.5.
Oh, that's not too bad.
And that's because I live in Phoenix now.
True.
Cuts an hour off the flight time.
Oh, I gotta shut this off. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, shut off. GoPro, off. No, it's not gonna be, no. And just like that, at Kings Island with Jeff Johnson.
New credit, first time in 2 years.
And Chris Allen, which the last time you saw Chris was here, and no mask, maskless vlog. This is all new. They're supposed to have like dance parties or something.
Welcome back, Silver Trade. How was that ride?
Jeff's first ride, front row, where we took our second ride. All right, here we go. So we just took a back row ride, my first back row ride on this in a while, and I'll be honest, I'm not a big back row fan on this. However, that was better than the front. Chris?
I agree.
And
The first forceful ride in backseat.
Yes.
and Brian Lamb.
Full train backseat. Oh my God.
Jeff, what do you think?
The second B&M was not a B&M.
What do you think of the back row?
That was Fury 325 insanity. It was really good.
That was a lot of fun. Now we're gonna probably go to
Racer.
Mystic. Oh, Racer?
Yeah, we got to ride Racer. We're
Okay.
going to do the courtesy now.
We'll do Racer. And we're not gonna be here very long, but perfect day so far. 2 rides on Orion, front, back. Jeff got his wish, and you liked the ride.
Like I said, it's a lot more than I thought it was, and the full trains apparently make a difference because
Oh yeah,
it gave that Fury 325 feeling. It really did.
yeah, it was awesome. So Jeff, what are we in line for?
Getting our teeth fixed.
Mystic, but it's down.
Yeah.
It's down.
Down.
We're just waiting. All right, no success, no Mystic. It went down. But I'll be back at least once or twice this year, hopefully. All right, time to get on the road. According to the sat nav, 71 South is like stopped. Took a side curvy road through these hills. We're in Kentucky right now. We saw this little pull-off area and we're like, wow, this is cool. Let's take a look. There's a spoon of peanut butter here. Well, I hope that's peanut butter. I'm not gonna try to find out.
We're cruising through the backwoods of Kentucky, and this is gorgeous. This is amazing. Oh wow, Foley Railroad Museum.
Yeah, driving around. I hear the horse.
Oil rig. There's the oil rig. Side gags that they want to climb but they never tell you about. Sometimes it's just too funny. Just this engine alone. That's an expensive toy.
Private theater. Cable car that I'm sure.
That's the African theme. Scrapyard from always cool. Then Rio Grande, because what it did is it shuffled the coal workers up and down the hills from the mines. And this is where all the magic happens.
Look, the shooting star is there.
Sean.
Do it. There is no train.
Oh, there's the haunted house over there with the cars going around in it.
Do they really?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Lost River. Where's Lost River?
Right here, I bet.
What they call a DCC system, direct current, a direct command and control. And what it is it's basically one power pack, same power for all the rails, and then each one of these engines has a decoder in them that it's like its own power pack built in, but it's a chip.
We found this thing. You hit this, you get to select a scene.
I'm gonna see what I look like in a trolley scene.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's see
Okay.
what I do.
Jeff is going to get his picture taken. And then, then it flips it.
That works just perfect.
There you
too.
go.
Oh.
I know, look at that.
Oh my God, here you go. So you got the subway with the escalators that go down to it.
Oh yeah. Surprised they don't move. Oh look, the gates are coming down.
Yeah, the train in the background, but the one in the middle is just kind of sitting there.
Very detailed.
Yeah, and I've got them with the headstones and with the sticks.
Space Needle. No, we're not in Seattle. Yeah, no, it's a Marvel thing. Shooting Star pictures. Union Terminal. The second ever location that Eyes of Freedom was displayed in.
Oh look, Sean can go skydiving now.
Oh man, somebody got hit.
But you're not ever sure.
Dude, look, it even has graffiti on it.
Oh yeah, that's big on the United States model railroads. Oh, the orange crane didn't work.
I know, this one did.
Oh, okay.
It moved it from that trailer over here. So we completed the world's, well, they say the world's largest train display, Entertainment Junction. What did you think?
It was really cool. I wasn't expecting a lot, and it was a lot more interactive than I thought. It was beautifully done, carefully done. There were some interesting tidbits and facts, and well worth whatever we paid to get in. Was what, 15 bucks or whatever. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It's a great tea tour from the day. And pizza slices for $1. You can't beat that. So yeah, thumbs up, loved it. I'd do it again probably a couple years. Just as a couple hour break in the day,
So it has been a few weeks since that last footage you have seen where Jeff and I went to Entertainment Junction. I just want to take a moment and talk a little bit about Hollywood Nights that we attended. Jeff and I arrived at the park around 4 o'clock, and we weren't in the park very long before we started hearing reports about something happening on the Voyage coaster. By the time we had gotten back to the water park area where they feed us, and it's kind of like a welcome hour, and there's ERT at the water park and stuff like that. During that time we had heard that there was an injury on Voyage. That's literally all we were told. Then the next morning we found out that a woman riding the Voyage on Friday evening before our ERT, she was not part of the Hollywood Nights event. She came back to the Voyage station unresponsive and unfortunately passed away a few hours later. Needless to say, we were shocked. So Voyage was not open during the evening ERT, which I know a lot of people were looking forward to, but someone passed away on the ride. It was determined that the ride was not at fault, and it did reopen the next day. I understand the majority of people at that event really felt for the park and really felt for the family of the woman that passed away. However, there were reports of people misbehaving and saying things they shouldn't be saying, and really not making the matter any better. So the second day of Hollywood Nights, Jeff and I didn't go into the park until probably about 5 o'clock. We were only in the park for a few hours, if that, and we did try to have fun. Rode a couple things. Ultimately, it just didn't seem that fun to be there, at least for me. As much fun as I have had in the past attending that event, I think it's time to move on. That was one of the 2 coaster events that I would attend. And while I know there's thousands of people that really enjoy that event, it has become more difficult with each year for me to have as much fun as most people do at that event. So Jeff and I left before ERT on Saturday night and said goodbye to that event. And while I have no plans of attending it again, I know there'll be thousands of people out there that will. The next morning, Jeff and I went to Kentucky Kingdom to do the Keys to the Kingdom 2, but as soon as I got to the park, I realized I wasn't going to be having any fun at all. So Jeff ran in, got his credit on Kentucky Flyer, and we left, and then went to Entertainment Junction, which you have just seen. I did record a little bit of footage at Holiday World. However, to be honest, it wasn't... I did record a little bit of footage at Holiday World, but to be honest, it wasn't the best. And when I went to go edit this vlog, it just didn't seem like fun to put that footage in there. I apologize to the people that I met and threw in the video, but you just have to understand, it just wasn't a fun place for me anymore. Let me just be clear here. Both Holiday World and Kentucky Kingdom didn't do anything to make me not want to attend their events. This is a personal decision, and one that's been kind of building up for the last few years. When this hobby and this lifestyle, meaning the park and coaster thing, gets a little bit too serious for me, that's when I check out for a little while. So I'm staying far away from any parks, any coasters. I'm not watching coaster content. I'm not uploading anything. I have to stay away from that just so I don't get completely fried. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with taking a break from anything you love. I just know that the coaster event world just isn't for me anymore. You know, maybe in 10 years I'll think differently or something down the road, but it's just not my gig, you know? It's been a few weeks since I've kind of walked away from the coaster world, and it's refreshing, to be honest. And I don't expect to stay away from it for very long, maybe 3 months at the most. We'll have to see and play it by ear, but admitting 100% of all the park and coaster stuff in my life has been interesting. Moving on to something completely different, I am recording this in the Park of Roses in Columbus. I have not been to this park in well over 20 years, probably more than that. But this morning, my good friend and Eyes of Freedom volunteer, Steve Osborne, decided to do something very important. He is walking with some other veterans and friends and supporters to bring attention to the 22 veterans a day, on average, that take their own lives. With every mile, Steve is going to acknowledge a fallen warrior. I'm so glad that Steve is doing this, and on a personal level for Steve, I know this is probably going to be a very positive day in more ways than one. Steve is a suicide survivor, and he wants to bring attention to the struggling veterans that have to deal with this stuff every day. He wants to bring attention that something that needs to be talked about. Suicide is not a joke. I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of everybody that decided to do this. And while I didn't do the walk myself, I've been kind of driving to stops. I'm gonna put a link in the description for a story that WCMH here in Columbus did on Steve a few weeks back when he was training for this. So I'm just sitting here and I'm hoping I'm in the right area to see them walk by.
Are you filming right now? Oh my god.
So Steve, it's your big day today to bring attention to something really important. So what are you going to do today?
I'm gonna walk 22 miles to raise awareness for veteran PTSD
and suicide.
Well, thank you for doing this. This is important stuff, and I think you're having a good day. You couldn't have asked for better weather. It might be a little warm, but not raining.
Kidding me? It's gonna be a cool 90 degrees.
Is it really? With no rain.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need the humidity.
No, that's true. All right, let's do this. Hi, Beth.
Hey.
What Steve is going to be wearing today, and it's heavy. Beth is going to be walking with this flag, so Steve's walking with a very large flag. You're ready for this, aren't you?
We're gonna follow the Sept River Trail up through the side of Ohio and run into the Tanya River Trail. Right now, the trail's pretty quiet, but it will pick up throughout the day. The 11-mile turnaround point is right across the river from Graceland. Park Roses. Oh, that's it's further north.
That's like 3 hours.
Yeah, it'll take probably about 3 hours to get there. Okay.
Where you, so where you working now? Or are you trying to find
So I missed them at the Park of Roses and decided to go back to the Audubon Park and meet up with them, and then decided, you know what, I'm just gonna backtrack and find out where they're at and then walk the last couple miles with them. So they just texted me and said they are not this bridge, but the bridge over. So I'm going to go meet with them and then walk back to the park and see how they're doing. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I know Beth had some issues, so I took her home, but let's see how everybody else is doing. This is what happens when you go meet up with Steve Osborne and his group for the last mile. You get asked if you want to wear the ruck, which I've never done before because I'm not a veteran. But how heavy is this?
35 pounds.
35 pounds, and if I'm being completely honest, it doesn't feel that bad, but I'm only walking a little short distance. This, however, this is another Sean. And how long did you go for?
I don't know, maybe a
Mile and a half. And how many did you go, Steve?
About 18 and a half.
I'm not gonna lie.
I started acting like a little baby and I had to surrender it for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was brutal.
I couldn't do this the whole way. No chance in hell. Because now it's starting, I can feel it hit the shoulders a little bit.
I didn't start feeling my feet until about 11, 12 miles.
I feel it in the core a little bit, like this. Do you wanna do this again tomorrow?
Throw you in the Scioto River. So
Please do. I'll bring you in with me.
that would be a relief.
All right, we're at mile 22, and it's dedicated to Scott Green of the U.S. Army.
Wow. That's the last name, right?
Last one.
Congrats, you guys. You guys are troopers. All right, you guys are done. Oh my gosh.
You from New York? Correct. Down here visiting or what? No, I was down here.
Well, just like that, someplace else. I'm at Steve Surgent's place. A total spontaneous trip up here to Michigan. I'm at Lake Orion, Michigan. It's not Orion, it's Orion, up here at least. And we're gonna have a really kind of cool and special thing happening tonight, hopefully. We're just messing with his drone. I brought my drone as well. I'm only gonna be up here for a day or two before I get back on the road, but Technically, I'm on the road again. On the road, never mind. Well, Steve and I are going to our secret location, and with some luck, we'll have a spectacular night with apparently some other friends that Steve knows, and just like that, it stopped raining, but we're experiencing some really cool weather right now. There's a hole up there. We have a couple options for something rather spectacular.
Lake St. Clair, Michigan. Harrison Township.
And
That works.
it's humid again. We've been through some weather.
Earth, man. You're such a dick.
Did we find our spot?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there. Just some dudes fishing.
There is some bad weather.
Yeah, it is pretty active, wow, with that lightning over there, but oh, wow. Great videos.
I'm shooting right now.
Damn.
This guy's strolling over to his boat like it's not even raining.
Oh,
Dude,
my
I need
God.
to get my light.
Island right across the top of us.
Got that one too.
Whoa.
Joe, what are you doing? How did you not get that?
Well, to 18 months, I don't know.
I'm guessing we're gonna we'll have that's double.
This storm is incredible. It is going away from us, so the lightning is distant, but one hell of a light show.
Yeah, video though, right?
Yep.
I'm done. I'm retiring. Like if I can get one shot, I'm gonna put it on the internet and lie and say it's a storm cloud. I can't get anything. Oh, great. My eyeballs can't focus. I don't think the camera. Alright.
What a crazy way to end the evening. Very eerie. the road once more. We are heading to Western Michigan to possibly check out some weather coming in, as you can see in front of us. After last night, are we going to be able to duplicate that?
No. Blacker than it was yesterday.
Yeah, by far. Yeah, here it comes. Wow.
Back home, Columbus, Ohio. We had a day off and we're starting this next day, actually next evening,
with quite a bang. I just left the staging area for our next escort for the Eyes of Freedom, and it's a biggie. We are here at the Columbus Zoo for an event. I have not been to the zoo since I was a little kid, and it's a half an hour from me. I know there's a new ride here, but I'll be too busy to even look at it. Anyway, I'm just waiting for them to show up, and we're gonna install, and then the event starts tomorrow. So here we go again. Look who it is.
Hi, guys.
She hasn't been in one of these in a while.
It's beautiful.
It's Ronnie Hunter.
You must be here. You must come see the Eyes of Freedom at the Columbus Zoo. It is right on the water, and it is amazing. If you haven't been in a while, you need to revisit the guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. So last morning of the event here at the Columbus Zoo. It's supposed to be a rainy day today, but we're going to finish this one off, have a couple weeks off, and head to our next location. Admittedly, the only animals I have seen are fish and ducks and rabbits that have come by the display. And I did walk by a pink flamingo or pink chickens. Hi, Dan. I'm not the biggest fan of zoos, but it's great to know that we have one of the world's best, apparently, here in my hometown of Columbus, Ohio. There is a river going to silent battle. The zoo is open and no one is here yet because of the weather, obviously. The ducks have joined me. They come by every morning, and there's a rabbit that usually comes around as well. And there's the rabbit. We've had an incredible time here at the Columbus Zoo. A lot of powerful moments that we won't be forgetting anytime soon. And the staff here is just top notch. Everybody's just super. It's been one hell of a year already. As always, I have no idea where the road is going to take me, and we're going to continue. So here we go. It's kind of weird to be if you want to call this a park, but look who I'm with. Rick and Zach, good friends from California. They're on a coaster trip, and they literally flew in just a few hours ago and did the zoo, and now they're at scene 75, and I'm not going to be riding the coaster stuff, but they're going to get their credit, and I'm going to watch them ride this. And they're going to a bunch of other places, but they got to get on the road, so they're going to get on this, and
It just makes 25 parks on the trip.
25 parks on this trip.
This is true. This is park number 2.
They didn't get the spinning coaster at the zoo. Ohio has only had one permanent coaster. It was built in the 50s, and they rode it today, Sea Dragon. The next permanent coaster to be put in Columbus is this one. The third one is the new one at the zoo. So 2 of the coasters that have been put in since the 50s are spinning coasters. Sorry, this is...
And neither of them were traveling around.
No, they're not world record breaking rides, but they are credits. So let's watch Rick and Zach on this.
Are you a connoisseur of the variations of these?
Yes, there's the single loop, the triple loop.
Right.
I don't know what the one in Dayton is called.
Hamster wheel.
No, it doesn't have a hamster wheel. This is my first time at a park since I've been taking a break, and it actually feels pretty good. I mean, I'm not riding anything. I'm only going to be here for a couple minutes. We had dinner, and then they're heading elsewhere after this. But if you don't know Rick's history in the amusement industry, probably you should check that out.
Awesome indoor spinning coaster in Columbus.
We are in Ackworth, Georgia, and you will not believe who's surprised. We didn't plan this. Dwayne Kilborn. Is it?
Dwayne Kilborn, yeah.
I want to say Bourne, or Byrne.
No, Kilborn, yeah.
Dwayne Kilborn is the post commander. See, VFW.
VFW life member.
Yeah, former Marine, well, once a Marine, always a Marine,
Always a Marine.
as they always say. I've heard that dozens of times from Marines. And he walks in, and I'm standing in front of him like, what? I've known you for a few years.
Yeah, half a decade or more.
We've done an event together, Hollywood Nights, and he's here and checking this out, and I just wanted to throw him in the vlog, so it's nice to see you, man.
It's a pleasure to run back in.
Well, nice to see you, man. Nice to be in here, and I'm glad you get to see this.
Days.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. All right,
Bring
cool.
the rest of the gang.
Cool. So look, the surprises continue. So it's Robert, president of the American Coaster Enthusiast.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, and the first lady of ACE, and Stacy and Chip. And Stacy I just met for the first time, and Chip they live very close. These folks came from Tennessee. They're still closer than I am to never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. Chip, I think, is already in this video at the Orion video shoot we did in June, somewhere around there. This will all be part of the same video. And then Robert, you didn't see it, but I had lunch with him a few weeks ago.
It was on the way to come. It was right after he came.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't want to say old friends, that always sounds wrong, but friends for many years. Long-time friends. One of the most memorable things I ever got to do with Chip and Robert was go to Hard Rock Park on a Saturday in the summer, and there was no one there. So all the footage I have of Hard Rock Park on my channel was taken on that day, and we had a great time, did we not?
We did, and we miss it dreadfully.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys for coming in here.
Thanks
for having us.
I know there have been things mentioned in this vlog that aren't exactly cheery. And what I'm about to explain in this segment is probably the darkest and most real thing I have ever said into my camera. When the Eyes of Freedom is on the road, we've referred to the display, the exhibit, as a mobile outlet for struggling veterans. We were on the road in 2015 in Minnesota, and we met a struggling veteran named Brian Zimmerman. Brian was the inspiration for Silent Battle. We would not have Silent Battle if it was not for Brian. 3 days ago, Brian took his own life. He lost his Silent Battle. Obviously, lots of emotions are everywhere. There's been a lot of confusion, a lot of anger, a lot of tears, and a big sense of being deflated. And we're dealing with that right now. For the last couple days, I've been trying to record this, and I just haven't been able to. Everybody is still very, very numb. The Eyes of Freedom mission has to continue. It will continue, stronger than ever. If you want to know more of Brian's story and Silent Battle, I'm going to put a link in the description for a 30-minute documentary that was created after a 2-year period of following Anita and Brian around, discussing why Silent Battle exists. The number you see at the bottom of the screen is the suicide prevention number. It is also the same phone number for the Veteran Crisis Line. Please, please write that down. Keep it with you. If you know anybody that's struggling, pass that number to them, or even if you are struggling, they will listen to you. The feelings and everything left behind when someone takes their own life is incredibly ugly, and no one should have to feel that. I've learned a lot over the last few days. Daily, when I'm on the road with the Eyes of Freedom, I talk about the sculpture, and I talk about why we have it and how it came to be. And one of the biggest questions we get after Mike and I share the story of that sculpture is, how is Brian doing now? Obviously, Brian's story didn't end the way that anyone had hoped, but that's the reality of it. And we're gonna have to be brave and share that aspect of Brian's story. We're gonna do everything in our power to make sure less people have to go through what is happening right now in our world. Just keep Brian's family and his friends in your thoughts, because it's going to take a little while to get through this. We're going to do our best. I am currently in Lewiston, Idaho, with the Eyes of Freedom. We've had an amazing couple days here, and then Brian and I are going to be heading up this. So how was that, Brian? That was
awesome.
That was fast as hell.
All right.
So Brian, did you have a good time here in Lewiston?
Absolute blast.
And how do you like Silent Battle?
It's growing on me. I love it. The best thing we've done in a long time. Erica, did you see that? Give me his Marine watch.
Small token.
That's awesome.
Thank you for what you do. You gotta get a picture of that.
I'm getting video, but I'll take a still too.
Brian,
What?
what are we doing?
Falling over?
You ready for this event?
Yeah.
You've been looking forward to this for a while.
It's time.
All right.
It's time. Yeah, it's effectively great. It opens people up to look at their own arts.
I'm getting ready to go into work, and I've had a pretty bad morning. If you can't tell. Normally I wouldn't be recording stuff like this, but just had a bad morning, and I know I've been talking about suicide prevention in this vlog quite a bit because it's very important, but those that do attempt and are successful don't think about the lasting effects it has on survivors that loved those that have taken their own life. And just please, if you're struggling, reach out to someone, because this is the type of stuff that you leave behind. So just keep that in your mind, keep that in your heart.
I am now in Zanesville, Ohio. Considering the events that took place this week, I desperately needed just to take a little drive and go somewhere. Every Thursday and Friday night, as of the recording of this vlog, there's a Twitch channel called garagebandslive. It's put on by Chase Gilroy, who is a YouTube vlogger, among other things. I've never met him, but I always chime in. I try to tip the artists and the crew when I can. I don't get to see every show, but I do my best to try to watch them, and you should as well. And I've never met Chase in person or the team for GaragebandsLive, and they are playing here in Zanesville at the Seacrest Auditorium. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to take a drive and head out here. It was only about an hour away. And I did drive through a monster thunderstorm, which is right behind me, and it's heading this way. I beat it here. But anyway, I'm going to go in and see some of these local artists and hopefully meet Chase. If so, you will see. So let's go. incredible experience. It's exactly what I needed. And finally, he's eating, but get to meet Chase.
Working and eating.
Well, yeah, but I mean, everything that they have here, just to make sure that the viewers like myself can enjoy live music in the comfort of their living room, watching it on a big TV. And it sounds amazing, and now I get to see it live.
Look how legit I am. I got them on walkie-talkie.
I know, look at you. You know, you normally don't have this, do you?
No, I don't need it.
Well, that's
But
true.
when you're in a big place like this and you're running all over, you got to be able to be like, hey, turn on the lights.
Hi, everybody.
Oh. All right, guys, what did you guys think of the show?
You know, I thought it was pretty warm in here most of the time. And my shoes are pretty comfortable, but overall, yeah, great show.
So weird. It's almost like there's a water spout coming down. Crap. That's fine. That thing can get wet. Oh, maybe, well, it is getting drenched. Woo! Holy crap. Holy crap. Damn. Oh, man. The fly got soaked. So we tried to bring the flag in as quick as we can, Mike, but it is pounding here and the flag got soaked. So I'm gonna try to dry it out. I'm here at the Fort Fest and I'm going to go sign up for one of these flights. I can't take the drone up, so I'm going to hopefully go up and ride in a helicopter. As you can hear them, they're going over right now. To go up into that. Let's take you for a ride. So let's see if we can do this. We're doing a refueling flight, so this took about 13 minutes, 12 minutes to get to. We're in Van Wert, Ohio right now. And they're gonna refuel and then we're gonna go back to Fort Jennings. What an incredible experience. A lot more emotional than I thought it was going to be. And I'll remember this for as long as I live. This was incredible. And we're only halfway done with this flight.
So don't be bringing your diesel vehicles over and putting jet fuel in. But if you do, remember to add a teaspoon per gallon of 30 weight oil. Clear? All right, clear? Clear! Clear. All right. Oops, sorry.
So a total of about a half an hour in the air. That was insane. Something I definitely will never forget as long as I'm living. That was amazing. As this video winds down, I would like to pay tribute to a couple people that were crucial in getting me involved in the roller coaster hobby to begin with. Charles Dinn passed away since the last vlog was uploaded. He helped build the Beast at Kings Island. While I don't believe I got the chance to meet Charles, I know I did meet his daughter Denise several times, and she was the president of CCI. Charles' mark on this industry is unmatched, and he will be missed. And because I consider the Beast the coaster that broke my fear, once I did break my fear after riding the Beast, I became a coaster enthusiast. I went to my local library and asked if they had any roller coaster magazines, and they did not. However, they gave me the phone number of someone named Paul Rubin, who was an editor or something for Roller Coaster Magazine, an Ace publication. I still read Roller Coaster Magazine to this day. I called the phone number that was given to me and had a conversation with Paul Rubin that lasted at least a couple hours, and was just amazed at the knowledge he had about not only roller coasters, but the hobby and just locations. It was a great conversation. Paul unfortunately passed away this year, and as with Charles, he will be missed. I had the opportunity to meet Paul briefly a couple times, but the first time was right before I saw X at Magic Mountain Test for the very first time in 2001. I reminded him of our conversation, and whether or not he remembered it or not, I was just glad to finally shake his hand and say thank you. I would also like to take this time to say thank you to Matt Dorito, formerly of Pop Evil. Matt left the band Pop Evil recently, right before they toured. And while I don't know why Matt left Pop Evil, I know he has a big heart, he's creative. So whatever he decides to do, I'm sure it'll be great, and I will be following it. So congratulations to Matt Dorito on your new adventures. As I'm closing out this video, I am recording this on National Suicide Prevention Day. The number you see below is the suicide prevention number. I know I've already put this number on the screen before, but I need you to write that down or take a picture of it, whatever, and just keep it handy, because they will listen. You can hand that number off to someone that you think is struggling, or maybe if you're having a bad time yourself, you can call them and they'll listen. That is also the same phone number for the Veteran Crisis Line. So I know this vlog hasn't exactly been the most cheery video I have ever uploaded, but if I'm being true to myself and being true with what I capture, this is all part of life. This is part of my life. And for those of you that have stuck around since the beginning, I thank you. Maybe this video will inspire you to create something, or maybe help someone else in the future. And while I know there wasn't a whole lot of roller coaster stuff in here, which is what the majority of people that subscribe to me look for, this to me was a roller coaster of a video. Lots of emotion, and who knows what's going to be in store for the future. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much if you've made it through this entire video. I know it was a lot to take, a lot to watch. I do look forward to making more videos in the future. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below so I can hear from you. If you need to get in touch with me, my email is on the About section of my main channel page. And also, leave me a comment if you watch this in 4K HDR. This one's been a little bit different for me. I know the last MASSIVLOG I uploaded, I did 4K HDR, 60 frames per second. Wanted to do something a little bit different here and try 4K, 24 frames per second with HDR. So let me know if you watch it that way. And that wraps up this video. Be safe out there, and I will see you in the next one.